I wrote one speech, but I printed out two, one with small font, one with big font. So we're gonna go with the big font. Commandant Zuko, Vice Commandant Michaud, Master Chiefs, family, distinguished guests, and shipmates. First, I want to thank my wife. She has put up with deployment after deployment, exercise after exercise, and more time away than I can even count. Thank you, honey. She's going to tell you that I actually tricked her into marrying her. I promised her that if she would marry me, that I would quit the PSUs and give up the DSF community forever. In my defense, I did. For 4 months. She and her, we saw how miserable I was and missing the community that I loved, and I decided that it was a better fit for me to go back to the PSUs, and she somewhat reluctantly allowed me to do that. I love you, Belle. Thank you. We have 4 beautiful children. Patricia, who's 15, Josh was 14, Ella, who's 4, and Elena, who's 3. And they're the 4 reasons for everything that I do. It is with great honor and humility that I stand up here this evening and accept the award of Reserve Enlisted Person of the Year. Having the privilege of knowing many who has served in the reserve community over the last 17 some odd years that I've been there. When Master Chief Johnson had first called me, I was convinced the guys were either putting somebody up to something or the Master Chief had got the packages mixed up. But nonetheless, I find it difficult to accept recognition for my work due to my own convictions, and I found it even more difficult to explain. Until I read a quote that the Chief of Staff, General Martin Dempsey, gave at his retirement ceremony. Duty is its own reward, and that those who serve should seek no recognition for simply doing their duty. And honestly, that's all I was doing my duty. However, here I am, and you guys get to listen to me rumble through this speech somehow. I am a machinery technician, an MK, and yes, even a snipe. We work in the back and below deck, seldom to be seen. I am very proud to be called all 3 of those things. And I believe to my core, it is the engineers who make up the very foundation that our beloved Coast Guard stands on, and we gladly shoulder the burden with pride. I am the Coast Guardsman I am today because of the individuals who have come before me and who I have had the honor and pleasure of serving with as leaders, mentors, and shipmates. Over 17 some odd years in the Coast Guard Reserves, the list is obviously pretty long. It's also very distinguished, and a few of them are here this evening. Rear Admiral McKinley, thank you for being here. Commander Dees, Master Chief Doherty, Lieutenant Elkins, thank you. My family has played a really huge role in my military service. We've had pretty much somebody in the service since the Civil War, or since the Revolutionary War, excuse me. One Terry Mail or another has served in one branch or the other. First Sergeant Jerry Loya is here with me tonight. It's my uncle, and he has shown me what commitment really is. Thank you, Top. Thank you. Commander Dees, although maybe sometimes reluctantly, gave me a wide berth to be able to pull off a lot of things that we pulled off. As the Commandant said, we borrowed a couple Air Force aircraft when they weren't prepared for us to do it. We also borrowed a Navy ship for right about 2 months to run our maintenance department off of while we were 6 miles off the coast of Korea. They were extremely unprepared to do that. I've served in 3 services. Commandant says 4. I did go to the Marine Corps NBC MLS school as a coastie, so I guess maybe we can count that one. So we have them all. And you know, and everybody that I've served with, it's the people that have made me here what I am today. The crew is by far the most important. Captain Zidane once told me, he really appreciated it, I gave him a promotion. He said, never forsake your crew for the sake of your career. If your crew are rock stars, you'll be a rock star. And my crew, from everybody on down, are the best rock stars that the Coast Guard has ever produced. In closing, I just want to share a few things that I've learned along the way and who's taught them to me. The first is there are never obstacles or challenges, just learning and leadership opportunities. My first CO from 309, Admiral Steve Day. The second is what I just shared with you, never forsake your crew for the sake of your career, Captain Daniel Zidane. This one's kind of, always remember we're never alone, and there's always time to stop and either fish or nap, Chief Howard Marshall. Facta non verba, deeds, not words. That's the PSU 309 unit motto, and Semper Paratus, the U.S. Coast Guard motto. So in short, I'm going to leave you with 5 simple things that go along with those. Never give up, never quit, learn from your mistakes. Work together, always take time for yourself when mission allows. Put your money where your mouth is, and always be ready for whatever's thrown at you. Thank you. Semper Paratus.